what's good, everyone? Welcome to another edition of Live Wire Sports Media. I am the host with the most, and this is your late night Sunday stroll edition. So, the Chicago Sky defeated the Connecticut Sun today, 78 to 66, where we seen Angel Reese recorded her first triple double of her um, young NBA career. Now, with good fortune with Angel Reese comes with the negative with Angel Reese. It's just who she is, her personality. She can't seem to get out her own way. Um, and her stellar performance today came with criticism from her GM, saying that he wanted her to do more. He wanted her to be more for the team. He needs more out of her. And with first year coach Tyler Marsh, he did want her to be point forward a little bit more. Some of it didn't look great. Then they lost Sloop down to injury, and they still trying to figure out things. Now, 3-day wins only came with bad teams. Connecticut Sun is not a good team. They're 2-8. The Dallas Wings are 1-11. So, and both of them Chicago wins came against the against the Dallas Wings. But nevertheless, let's run down Angel Reese stats real quick. She had a triple double today, 13 rebounds, 11 assists, 11 points, two steals, two blocks, four fouls, two turnovers. Well, three steals. Let me correct that. The one, the Angel Reese stands to come after me or misquoting her. So, with that being said, Angel Reese, she looked good. I ain't gonna lie, she looked good in the game. She got the ball needed. She kicked it out. She didn't try to take it herself and unfortunately try to miss the shot or try to get her own rebounds back over and over again. She's distributing the ball. She's playing point forward, especially when they don't have a point guard, a true point guard. But Haley Van Lit had a plus 20, 23 in that game. She had 16 points in that game. She had five rebounds. She had one assist. She was 3 for 4 from the free throw lines, 1 for 2 from the three, and she was 6-8 for the field with 24 minutes. So it begs to differ why Haley Van Lit don't start in the game, because she could run the point, she could play her, and if you're gonna keep Reese's point forward, utilize Haley Van Lit as the point guard as well, where they could keep the ball moving around, have better chemistry. But the Chicago Sky did play balanced. They had one, two, three, five people in double figure. So that's pretty good. Um, but nevertheless, it comes with scrutiny. Now, one point of the game, Angel Reese went up for a rebound. Bree Hartley accidentally pulled her hair. Reese reacted to it. Just like in the former fashion, did, did Bree meant to pull her hair? No. It was the heat of the moment. But nevertheless, she reacted towards her. One of the Sun players came to defend a player. She pushed her. She shoved her, which Reese should have got a tech. I don't know if they issued tech that in the game or if they can find the game or what. Didn't know. But then Tina Charles came in the mix. She didn't like what was going on, and she literally got involved. So we're gonna take a look at that. Now, there's a lot to unpack from that right there, as you can see. Is because the fact of the matter is that Angel Reese reacted to her hair getting pulled. But then when the Sun player came to separate them, Angel Reese pushed her off. Now, she didn't do that in the Dallas game when it came with Nelissa Smith. She didn't say anything. She sat there. But when Rebecca Allen came up to behind her, Angel Reese kind of looked to the side and say to see if anybody was there. But she didn't have no smoke for Tina Charles. And Tina Charles did the right thing, taking up for her player. Now, there's video afterwards, her and Tina Charles embraced. She said that Tina Charles talked to her after the game, say, hey, I had to do that. First of all, if I got to take up for my teammate because of some heated action, I'm not going to seek you out after the game and issue an apology and say, oh, well, I had to do this for, I had to do that because of my teammate. Nah, it's what it is. You took it there, so then I got to take it there. So these are kind of things that you have to expect because just like Dejanay Carrington, same thing with her. Angel Reese could have reacted a whole totally different way. Because then the thing about it is, what if when she got her airport, she swung around and hit Bree Hartley in the face? She probably would have got a tech or flagrant foul or got thrown out the game. But then again, why we would leave it to the referees? Because at the end of the day, they probably wouldn't do anything as well anyway. So that's just my thing. That is my thought process of it. I just think it was, yeah, it's natural to react, but instead of sitting there acting like, and then you got up in her face. You could have said, hey, chill out, but you got up in her face like you was going to intimidate her. And Bree Hartley was like, hey, chill out. And her teammate came over there, rightfully so. But then you put your hands on her like you like you're a threat. So me personally, her good fortune having a triple double in this game was overshadowed by her childish ways, as always. That's just how she operates and acts. She doesn't know how to carry herself in class. She has to operate reckless at times. As good as you had a good day, you should have ended that way. But I commend Tina Charles for stepping up and getting in her face, making her back down. But then I just don't approve after the game. You go to her and say, oh, hey, boom, boom, boom. Nah, this basketball. We competitors. It's what it is. So again, like I say, I don't spend too much time talking about Angel Reese and whatever the things she got to do. You know, it's good that she got her first triple double of her career, but it's just sad that her continued reckless behavior or the way she act on the court with players is the same way to overshadow the things that she did because you had Alicia Gray just went off for 30 points. You had Caitlin Clark went off for 30 points yesterday. You had Paige Beckers a couple of days ago go off for 30 points. You had your first triple double. Celebrate that. Be happy with that. Leave the other stuff alone. If she didn't hurt you or hit you down, knock you down hard or whatever, undercut you, then hey, yeah. And this brings the differ to me as well. Why do they have to wear long hair like that? Because you playing basketball is a possibility it's going to get pulled. Think about this. Football players that have long dreads and players trying to tackle them and run them from behind, guess what happens? They get their hair pulled. It's part of their uniform. That's what the rule said. It's part of their uniform. So if you don't want your hair pulled, guess what? Tie it up, pull it up, and you ain't have to worry about that. Then you don't have to worry about getting into an altercation. Same thing we seen with um DJ Carrington a couple of games ago when she was falling down, she grabbed somebody here. You, we definitely said this about the fingernail issue with the fingernail because DJ Carrington with her eye gouging You know, the way she want to get eye gouge opponents and stuff. They shouldn't have long fingernails. They shouldn't wear long hair at all. I mean, I don't understand why you have to wear long braids down just to play a game and you having it swinging around. You could find a way to tie it up. You could tie it up, and then after the game, let it down. So I just feel that there should be some kind of rule in place to really alleviate some of this nonsense. But nevertheless, that's all I have for you. Like, comment, subscribe. Until the next episode, you know what it is, because if you don't know, now you know.
Hey, so amazing. You see how they playing? Live wire, it's all about sports and entertainment. You don't want to miss it, so official like you never seen. Keep it going till the whistle blowing from the referee. Everything from highlights and stats. You know that we gotta run it back, whether on the field or the court. You know that this is where it's at. Subscribe, no delaying.